Hi, my blossoms. Welcome back to my channel. Just a messenger, 828. Authentically me, authentically you. We forever boom. Y'all, I went to the Egyptian deck, started shuffling, and I was trying to see what it was for me, but I was shuffling, and as it kept coming out, do notice, uh, in every reading, someone comes up in the reading. Um, I mentioned the name of someone that was I mentioned the name of someone that was a in the industry. And when I say in the industry, a big conglomerate, but it tends to be music. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, as you see in the thumbnail, this is the spread that I got. I'm gonna expand upon it. Okay. We have sacrifice, and underneath sacrifice, we have the star of Ma'at. The star of Ma'at. Remember, I took the Egyptian, what was supposed to be the Egyptian astrological signs, put the information of which Egyptian god or goddess, the dates, the astrological sign that's supposed to be, and what it links to, and what planet rules over it. That's what I have on these cards, okay? And then what I did was I looked up um certain Egyptian things. I can't remember. I can't remember. That's just the way I was guided. Archangel Michael cleanse my throat chakra and charge 880 trillion dollars to the 33rd power to whoever just infiltrated my chakra system. May their energy signature be placed on the Most High God's desk, and may their intentions be returned to them. Ashe, amen, and so it is. Okay. Oh, hi, by the way. Uh um like, share, and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know the next time that I upload. If you need any information, if you want a personal, if you want to donate, I have an Amazon wish list. My Cashapp, Venmo, and all of that is in the description box, okay? But continue on. The star of my eye. Like the star, what? No. So with the star of my eye is a justice star. My eye stands for justice. She's balancing of the scales. She's these. I think she's holding up the scale that the heart and the feather gets weighed on. If I'm correct, I believe I am correct on that. So she upholds, right, the laws um to a T. She don't let shit slide. I feel like there's certain parameters, right? There's black and white, and there's the gray in betweens that helps with the judgment, but ultimately it's the weighing of the heart and a feather. Okay. So with the star of my eye, this is I call it a justice star. Okay. So there's justice. And then the fact that it's stars, hello, didn't I say something about industry? Mm-hmm. Um, different stars. There's music stars, um, movie stars. Mm-hmm. If you're picking up what I'm putting down. So there's justice being served cosmically. in regards to these sacrifices. Okay. Next, we had Operation Gilgamesh come out. And if you have not heard the story of Gilgamesh, the story that I briefly researched, and I'm not saying I did a full research, I briefly researched, just to let you know, I'm not an expert. So if you do have any information and you want to share it, that's what the comment section is for. Reach one, teach one. I can learn from you, you can learn from me. Okay? Operation Gilgamesh. From what I remember from the brief research that I did, with Gilgamesh, he was looking for a way to cheat death because he had lost his friend, and he was riddled with guilt because it was based off of the actions that he could have chose not to take, but he took the action anyway. He lost his friend, and he was just like, I don't want to die. His friend died, and it hurt him so much. He was just like, I don't want to die. Most people would be like, oh, take me with you. No, he was just like, I don't want to die. I want to live. I want to live forever. And so someone was in that energy, right? Hence all of the sacrificial things that was being done, trying to curve death. You cannot curve death. That is one thing that is one way or another. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you, get you, get you, get you one way or another. Because it, it disrupts the the operation, the flow of the universe. Because that energy of your transition, right? Because energy can't be destroyed. So you're not gonna not exist ever again. Your energy is going to move on. That's what quote unquote death is. So technically things can die. Oh, well, people be like, "Oh, that's dead." Right? When people say, "Oh, that's dead." Meaning like a situation ended. But things are still continuing on. Other things are still continuing on, just that situation is dead. In some ways, it's a good thing. You get over a sickness. Oh, that situation's dead. Good riddance. You don't want to be sick no more, right? Cool, that's good. But you may lose let's say a job that you really enjoyed, and it hurts you. That's a hurting death. It You can lose a relationship. That's a hurting death. And then the one that everyone, you know, has some type of gripe with, and that's a lesson that we all have to learn, right? How we manage our emotions in regards to actually losing uh, a physical, alive, right, thing that we have an emotional bond with, whether it's a pet, whether it's a family member, a person, a star. Gilgamesh had to come to terms that, you know what, I I don't try it. Trying shit, switch it up, trying shit, trying. He tried every possible thing. He went on a whole journey, and it felt like everything he was doing on that journey, he was like, okay, yes, then I'm finally be immortal. Yes, I'll finally be able to not die. God was playing with him. I would just say that God was playing with him, like, oh, you thought, no, still ain't working. You're still not gonna be able to cheat death. And he literally had to face the fact that I'm gonna die. So let me just live my life to the fullest. Okay? Arch enemy is underneath that. So someone's arch enemy could be like experiencing that. They could have been on a search to try to live forever, immortality, fountain of youth. You made yourself an arch enemy of the Justice Star to cheat death by doing sacrifices. But not only did you do sacrifices, because what's next is Soylent Green. And if you don't know, I did a whole video on this, a whole part one and part two. It's on the channel. Please go and check it out. Okay? But with Soylent Green is people. It talks about um, you are what you eat, creative creative cannibalism, innovative cannibalism, those type of tactics. You know, when they do the sacrificing, okay, I'm about to blow this man's spot up. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Sacrifices. The Pizzagate. That that call that man made in prison talking about pizza boxes and recycling paper or plastic. Um what they would do with the remains of the sacrifices is put them into different products. Soylent Green, there is a company that sells meal replacement shakes. Soylent, okay? That's that's the I'm probably saying it wrong, but that's the company name. Now that movie came out before the drink company. And so a lot of people really thought that that drink company was doing that, was putting people into the meal replacement shakes. And they denied it for a while, and then like maybe like a decade or so later they were like, yeah, we agree with the sentiments of that movie. What? Excuse me? So you pretty much admitted it. You didn't just flat out say yes we do. You said we agree with it. So I don't want to align myself with things that align with that. So you sit up here and lie to the public for years. And I kid you not, and I said this before in the innovative cannibalism video that I did, when I worked at a popular grocery store chain. Gotta say it like that. When I worked at a popular grocery store chain, I I literally looked at the bottle and I was like, because I was looking at meal replacement shakes and what I could drink, and so I looked at it. I was like, I don't look right. I've said to myself, I'm like, that don't look right. So I put it back. Every time I would stock it or I thought about getting it, I literally would look at it and be like, and put it back. Now I know why. I'm just gonna say that, okay? So that's what they do. That's a means to their operation. They do the sacrifice of the pizza. Wrap it up in plastic, try to get whatever means of fountain of youth or avoidance of death that they use. Y'all, come on now. If you know, you know. And then they take the leftovers, the remains or cartilage, and put it in products. And for the longest, I've been saying, when I see Sekhmet, I'm just like, Sekhmet, don't play. She enacts the will of God. She literally had to be stopped. She couldn't be killed. She had to be subdued. Her role was too important to be killed off. And quite frankly, I don't think the other gods could have killed her. No shade to them. But she's too OP. When Sekhmet gets in a bloodlust state, yeah, it took the creativity and the innovative wisdom that Thoth has to be able to devise a plan, which was to pour all the wine in the Nile, so she would think it was blood. She began to drink the wine and got drunk, and that was how they were able to subdue her. She was drunk. She became immobilized. She was inebriated. She was no longer focused on on the task. So that is also, I take it as a double whammy. That is also how they utilize alcohol and drinking to subdue persons, to get them to not focus on the task at hand, to distract them. Okay? But Sekhmet deals with the months from July 29th to August 11th, October 30th to November 7th. Deals with the sign Sagittarius. Links with Jebe and Basset, and the planet is the sun. The reason why Sekhmet was activated was because of the fact that the Ra, Amun Ra, had been so disappointed with the countless disobedience that the people were doing. And so he unleashed Sekhmet to enact his will of, look here, just get all the ones that's doing bad. Get all the sinners, right? And that's when it got real bad, because she was no longer just taking out the sinners, she was getting everybody. Okay. That's when Thoth had to enact the plan. And Thoth is the Egyptian god of, like I said, wisdom, philosophy, mathematics, critical thinking, and he's also a scribe. So essentially, he is a know-it-all because he wrote it all. Hello. um, April 1st to the 19th, November 8th to the 17th deals with the sign of Virgo. Virgo. This goes back to the full moon reading because it is still currently activated. That energy is still currently activated at the time I'm doing the reading. This reading. So it links with Isis and Basset, the planets, the moon, and Mercury. Oh, communication. So psychic communication, things of like that. Wisdom, communicating with wisdom, downloads. Because the Virgo deals with the body. Communication from the moon, downloads. So there's a lot of downloads happening right now. Allow your downloads to guide you right now. Okay. If you're really tapped in, nose is itching. Allow your downloads to guide you. I was supposed to be shuffling this for myself, but I automatically knew, okay, yeah, this is a read. Gotta do it. That's a download. And I allowed it to guide me. Behind that, we have Cabal going to be humiliated. Capital G, not the little one. So that's from God. He's about to humble them, humiliate them. They want to do all these humiliation rituals. It's his turn. Yeah, it's his turn, and it may be going down tonight. Okay, there could be a company, a job that you used to work at that you know owes you some moolah. Okay, you could have been in them court systems with the star Ma'at here. You could have been in them court systems with them. They could have had some type of a settlement that you never received, that you know you should have received something from, something like that, right? That's coming. That's coming because Horus had eyes on it. Horus had eyes on it. Nose is itching for confirmation. We have April 20th, 420 to all the smokers, to May 7th, August 12th to the 19th. Deals with the sign of Libra, them scales, Ma'at, justice. Links with Basset and Jeeb, the sun and the moon, balance, justice. Yeah, you amongst others, right? Especially if you're resonating with this, you alchemized it. You may be an alchemist. You may be an ancient alchemist because ancient is showing right here. So I think people are wondering, who are you? What were you? What were you in the past life? You could an ancient alchemist. You may be stepping into that title in this life now. Confirmation bird, little small. So you're making small steps towards it. Good. Because I agree with that. I align myself with that. Nose is itching. I'm not lying. I'm going to say this last thing. There could be secret child locations, locations of children in Morocco. Something about Morocco. Okay? But yes, with Horus, there's a look here, there's justice coming in. That company could be, like I said, could be a company that you work for, could be a company that you like. It's just there's some type of discrepancy in their audit. That is in their audit. That's the company that I used to work for. That I know I should have received some type of something from. There's plenty of more too, because these companies they probably accepted some type of bargain, some type of something from these certain organizations. Say it like that. But yeah, they're gonna be enduring eternal punishment. Hell. And whatever eternal punishment for them might be, that depends on karma. You know, we let my aunt do her weighing of the scales, and that's determining their karma because it scans their heart, right? Because God knows our hearts. That scale is like a scan. Okay, just because the heart is heavier than the feather, it's heavier than the feather because of the contents, because of the intentions that you have in your heart. Someone could have sacrificed somebody for a heart too. I'm getting that. For a heart or someone's gifts, sacrificing pizza and the many ingredients, right, for their gifts. like that scene in Space Jam when the Monstars gained the gifts of the basketball players, and they couldn't no longer dribble as good, they could no longer run as fast, they can no longer shoot as good, and then they touched that ball and gained their gifts. So there could be like some type of object that is holding. Oh, my nose is itching. There could be some type of object that is holding gifts that were meant to be for you, but you have not received that object yet. Hey, hello? Can you stop? Stop that. This can be something that is in a museum, like an artifact, or this can be something that was supposed to be passed down to you from someone in your current life, right? That transition, because we did start off talking about death. Hmm. It's like once you come in contact with this object, you will be able to understand more. You will gain knowledge from it. And knowledge is a gift. Might I say, it really is. Okay, let's see. What other messages, Most High God, do you have in regards to this message? For the collective? What other messages do you have for the collective in regards to this message? So if you're a part of my collective, you're on that end that has ear is ringing. You're a part of those that probably align with being an alchemist. Okay, receiving downloads at this time, epiphanies, flabbergasted. Exactly. It really might. Yeah, it's going it's gonna knock your socks off. Wow, epiphanies. And it's gonna help get rid of even more of your ego, because we all have it, right? It's gonna keep getting rid of your ego, because your ego is what can hold you back a lot of the times. And loneliness, the lonely one eats himself. In a crowd, the many eat him. Now choosing to work on yourself and eat yourself. That sounds so wrong, but when you eat yourself, you're eating your own BS, right? So you are analyzing your own BS. You're learning what you need. This is reflection. You're learning what you need to about yourself to change yourself, right? So in loneliness, the lonely one eats himself, but you're eating yourself to grow. Okay, nose is itching. In a crowd, the many eat him, meaning you're not learning about yourself, you're not growing yourself. Other people are just eating you, they're eating off of you, they're growing off of you, but you don't reap any of those benefits. Now you choose which one you want to do. Yeah, okay, yeah, use Drumontia for a guide, for guidance, so someone could be flabbergasted at how I was able to get this information. I used the Gematria. There's different websites that have it, right? For guidance. I literally I use my guidance to get guidance from the gematria. So I use my spiritual guidance to get physical guidance. But I'm in a position to show how I do it, right? I'm in a position to where I have to show you guys. So I have to do this in order to show it. I can say, "Oh, I got this download and da 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 all day," but some people need physical, right? Because we all learn in different ways. Okay, so I know some people are like, "Oh, well, if you're a real reader, you don't need cards." No, it's true. A lot of real readers, you get to the point where you don't need cards. You can read the energy, baby. You get so used to reading the energy from the cards that you can just pick up on the energy. Now, you've honed that skill even more. But there is people that are still learning, and there is people that are still in that phase of reading with cards. So, in order for them to understand, they have to see the cards. There is nothing wrong with that, by the way. Your growth and development happens within due time. Listen, and loneliness, the lonely eats himself. In a crowd, the many eat him. Okay? Let's get two more, and then we're going to call it. Get rid of ego. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. Some people are like, "Oh, that's not possible. What you're saying is not true. It's not possible. I don't believe you. It's not possible." It's possible. Crazy how I wrote that on a card, right? Cannibals will burn alive. Hence all those fires that was happening in California, and that wasn't fires happening somewhere else too in South Carolina. I'm gonna end that there, y'all. I love y'all, and until next time, peace.